Hello, so I'm back with another video. And this video we are going to unbox Oppo Reno 8 Lite. Basically in EU market it is advertised as Reno 8 Lite, but it is exactly same copy of Reno 7 Lite, which is mostly sold in the Asian market. So let's look at it. So outside we have, of course, here the what you can call is the importer for different countries, for example Spain, Portugal, and so on till Luxembourg. Main thing which this phone is sold for is the distinctive future feature of the breathing light, which you know that with the evolution of the phones, they stopped using the notification LED light, the physical notification LED lights. So basically they introduced the breathing light, which I will show you for this phone in the Reno 8 series. Not all of them, but some of them. For example, this one has 7 Lite, has 7 Pro, has 8 Lite, has have, and as well what else, 12F, which is released recently, I think in 2024, that also include the breathing light, or they also call it as orbit light. So it does include 5G. That is a good thing about it. And then we have in the phone here, this includes the booklets. Here you will have the booklets, and of course it will, as well as it will include the transparent silicone back cover, which is good for protecting the phone. So apart from that, we can look that this is the phone itself. And okay, yeah, above it also mentioned the bokeh flare portrait, the Snapdragon 5G SoC, 33 watts super VOOC charger, and it has 4500 mAh or milliampere hertz battery. That's pretty good. It has 8 GB RAM that is expandable up to 5 GB extra extended RAM, and then you have also the 36-month fluency certification. So let's put it out. And all right, so here you can see it's pretty slim. So the width of this phone is only 7.55 millimeter, as well as if you can look at it, it is 73.2 in diagonal, and you have 160 or 159.9 millimeter in diagonal, and then you have the width of 73.2 millimeter. It's pretty good. Here is the charger that comes with it. It is 33-watt charger, as you can see, and it is advertised that this phone can charge from 0 to 100. Well, I'm not talking about the F1 racing car, but 0 to 100 it is around 63 minutes. That is 1 hour and 3 minutes. And basically, if you are looking at it, it always show this is a very nice feature in most of the phone. I did not see this because in most of the phone you have to unlock it, and then you have to look at where to put the fingerprint. Of course, once you are used to it, it's not an issue, but still. So in this case, what you can do is here you can look at it, and then you have the fingerprint fur. And this phone is as advertised with the GPU Adreno 619. It also has the micro SD, so it has dual SIM. So either you can use the dual SIM, or either what you can use is one SIM and one SD card. It includes 128 GB memory. So let's look at it. So if you go to about phone, you can look at it. It's Color OS, the official version. It comes with it is basically 13. It comes with Android 11, but it can upgrade up to Android 13, as you can see here. So it also uses the Color OS 13, which is basically for the Oppo. The Oppo introduced the Color OS. Of course, the base is still the Android, and many people does not like it, but well, every person has their own choice. As you can see, the processor is Qualcomm Snapdragon 695 octa core, The battery capacity is 4500, screen size 6 point, and if you look at the RAM, you can also use the RAM expansion. So if you can go to up to 8 GB, though they mention on the cover up to 5 GB, but the 8 GB, if you have of course the free storage, the inside the internal storage. It has front 16 megapixel camera, rear 64 megapixel camera, and then 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel the depth camera. And then of course what you can look at, it is regulated in C, in Europe, in Malaysia, in New Zealand, Australia, Indonesia, and so on. Well, one thing that you might heard about is that the Oppo or the Chinese phones, even the Xiaomi got scrutinized in Latvia, and they mentioned that the data is being sent or sold back to the Chinese server. Well, for Xiaomi, I would say, of course, the researchers did that, so I would not say it's false, but you need to notice that the phones which are coming with pre-installed apps might be doing that, but this phone in EU market specifically, this does not come with any extra app. What you can do is actually basically still it collects data. What you need to do is actually, if you care about the privacy, you have to search enhancement. So here you can see enhanced intelligence services. This mentioned that they will actually they will use the data, or they will collect the data and they will send back for, I don't know, whatever reason, for the performance, or I don't know, analytics and so on, whatever it is. They call it enhanced intelligence service, but make sure you turn it off. So that's what you can do is, and try to of course uninstall the apps. For example, if you go here, you can go to the, you can write, even here you can write apps, and then you can go to apps and you app management. You can try to see if there are some apps which you do not recognize, and try to just uninstall the app. And for the banking, I would say, I think your banking apps are still very secure. You don't need to worry about that. So along with that, it includes the main thing which include is, you can see the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack and the USB-C charging port. But notice that while they include the jack, you cannot use the USB-C for the headphone. So if you start to use it, you will hear the sound coming out from the speaker. You will not hear it from the headphone. So that you need to keep in mind. And then you have the amazing, the matte black. It comes with two colors, but I chose black variant. So it comes with the matte black. It's pretty nice, it's pretty slim. And then of course, how you can forget the Orbit Lite. So what I will do is that I will try to send the SMS and look at it in the real time. So let me just type the message on another phone, and then I will turn it on and see. All right, so I'm going to send the message. The message is sent, and now let's look at the monitorize. So here you can see the breathing light. I will try to put it near. So this is the light. You basically, one thing that many people thought about is that if it would be great if they could change the color, though it is RGB light, but you cannot change the color of it, and it's not a big issue. You're not going to a nightclub and making the phone as the night lights. But yeah, apart from that, it works good. So why many people would recommend using the LED light rather than the always on display, when Apple brag about it, or even this phone itself included, and many other Samsung Pixels, every phone almost has that. Because for the AOD also, the always on display, you need to be near the phone. You need to come to the phone, then look at it. Okay, there is notification or not. But if you are the kind of person who don't want to, keep looking at the phone, keep addicted to the phone, I don't know the purpose of them is making this. But what you can do is you can put this phone far away, upside down. Of course, that's a negative point. Many people want to put it front, but okay, whatever. You are using the screen protector, it doesn't matter. So you can put far, and then you can look from far. Okay, is there any message or call that you missed, that you didn't want to miss? That's a very good thing. That's why I would definitely recommend anyone, if they want to get, they should get this physical notification light, just because of that. Though every person has their own preference, and many people don't want to like it, but as they actually advertise this lights, if they are on for up to 2 hours like this blinking, it would take only 1% of the battery. That's nothing. That's a minimum. Though let me go in the setting and let me show you a few other things. So if you go on the setting and you write here breathing light, what you can do is you see here the breathing light, and you can put in effect, okay, from like 7 o'clock till 11:30 it should be on. After that, after this time, it should not use the battery for whatever reason. You can always put it also always on for charging. Quickly blink for incoming calls, although it also include blink for game launches. And what main thing what you can do is app that support. For example, you see, I don't want each and every app to show me the notification using these breathing light. So I want these four apps. Basically, phone and messages, of course, are built in for the phone, are the same itself. But I want the messenger and WhatsApp. Whenever somebody contact me on that, I want it to show. So if I hear a sound of some incoming message or email, and when I look at the breathing light, there is no breathing light, that means okay, it does not need my attention, because it's not coming from those four notification apps that I just used. So though I bragged a lot about it, I told a lot of pros about this. It depends on the person. I bought this mainly only for this reason, basically, because the old phone which I had is like Pixel 5, that has the same specs, just it does not have this. Of course, it does not have the microphone jack, but I'm not using even that. I'm using the Bluetooth earphones mostly. And of course, it does not have the SD card, but I don't need it with 128 GB minimum, which I have. And of course, it has everything else which this phone has, but except the breathing light. Well, that's much about it. The camera, many people actually said, I would not lie here, or I would not lie anywhere, but what they said is that the back camera focus is not good. To me, you can see it looks okay. I would not say it's bad. It has a negative point. It does not record 4K at 30 FPS, 60 FPS, or any other FPS. So it max what you will get is 1080. But if you are not a professional photographer, you would not care about that. 1080 pixel is very good. It has few AI enhancement scenes which you can turn off on like this. And additionally, what you can do is, if you go to more, it has very nice feature, actually very nice feature, which I didn't see any, and they mentioned this in their own website also, is the dual view video. So what you can do is, here for example, what I can do is I can be the producer, I can be the actor, I can be the director, so I can show my front camera, as you can see, and the back camera at the same time. That's the novel thing which I saw in this. And then if you record it, it will be shown like this. That's a very good feature. Many people would love it. So I love this another thing. And then of course the front camera is also good. Overall, I would say this phone is amazing. The new phone, this coming, like the box pack, is 202 euros, which I bought here in Germany. Well, I would say that if you will wait for a month, there would be Black Friday, and then you would get this maybe in 160, 70. It comes to 190 also. New phone with this many specs, this many good things, for 200 euros, I would say it's free. Well, not literally free, but it's kind of free. Well, of course, if you have any other question regarding to that, of course, I bragged very long for this phone. It does not maybe deserve it based on your opinion, but well, it's amazing. I would say this phone, I would definitely recommend it. If you use this phone for 3 to 4 years, well, it's worth. Then you can even just throw it out. You know, your basic price what you paid is covered. And anything else which I think I would say is that it is amazing, it is fast, never lagging. You can install as many apps as you want, 128 GB. And of course, if you want video recording and so on, what you can do is you can start recording in the SD card directly and only keep the phone for the apps. So that's amazing. It has, of course, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, GPS, PDS, Galileo, NFC. Of course, NFC is included. I use it. It's pretty fast, nothing bad. Radio is not included, but you don't need it. USB-C is there already. Sensors, of course, include the fingerprint, the accelerometer, gyro as you call, proximity and compass, and so on. And it comes with 33-watt charger that I already mentioned, and the cable, of course, that supports that. So if you have any more question for this, please ask in the comments. It's always open, and it's pretty, the size is pretty nice. It's not too big, not too bulky, and not too, for the weight, yes, of course, I would say the weight is also amazing. It's like only 173 gram. The Pixel, that is the best and small, the Pixel 5, that is I think 153 or something, so it's like 20 gram more, but yeah, 20 gram is not too much. So thank you, and I would appreciate if you would like the video and share, and of course subscribe the video. It would be amazing. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.